Welcome back to Brazen Brits. My name is Lawrence.
And I'm Natalie.
And today we're doing another collaboration with 5 other channels below. So after you've watched this, go and check theirs out. And today we are talking about the pros and cons of being RV YouTubers.
Or content creators in general.
Content creators in general. So let's roll the intro and we'll get right into it.
Really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh, I just wonder.
Alright, well the first thing I really like about being a RV YouTuber is all of it, actually. But let me be more specific about the actual creation side, because people generally don't get to see this. So 1, I like buying all the stuff. 2, I like editing. 3, I love the metrics on YouTube. And we started this off as a hobby, and you very quickly get sucked into all of that stuff. And I don't know, I really enjoy it. Sometimes it gets a lot. Like, you know, we work full-time as well, so we do this as a hobby in the background. But I just love all of that. Not only that, but even like the, you know, the RV groups and things.
I was going to say, the RV communities and, well, just online communities, content creators, we're part of a lot of different of those groups, and we love it. Like, even the collaboration team that we have, which is today's video, there's so many different sort of groups of people that really love all the geekiness of all the analytics, talk about Instagram people, and then you've got your TikTok people. Like, there's loads of different groups, and I do enjoy that as well.
Yeah, there is a whole other community within the RV community. I guess that's point number 2, right? So point number 1 for me is
like it.
I just like it. It's like a hobby. I like everything from it, from buying the cameras to creating the content to editing to everything. Then the second point, which, sorry, I kind of overran into your point then, but it is the community of the YouTube RV community. It's a niche within a niche of the RV community, right?
Correct. But what's your most favourite?
Oh, my most favourite by far is getting free stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a benefit when you do stuff like this.
But we are being more selective now. So as the channel is growing, we're getting a lot more people and it's a lot more responsibility. We don't just review any little thing that people send us, and as you grow you get offered more and more free stuff, and it just becomes a hassle. And obviously, and not a hassle,
it sounds so bad.
No, I know, but some of it is crap.
You have to weed out the crap.
Yeah, some of it is crap and you don't want to do it, or it's completely irrelevant to what we do, and it's like, it's great, we would love it, but honestly we're not going to do a video on this because it's completely meaningless and half of the people watching our videos are not going to care.
Yes, very true.
But when you get things like that projector,
that was cool.
That's the most expensive thing we've ever received for free. And the only reason I accepted it is because it's so cool. Like, the sound quality is amazing, and the projector, we are going to use that.
Yes, that's
RVing,
true. Yes.
And I think other people would as well, especially weekenders who want to go away for the weekend.
Yes.
I'm just rambling now. Natalie's going to tell me to shut up. Let's go on to the dislikes.
Right, so on to the dislikes. I think this is probably going to be on everyone's video this week, but it is the trolls. Like, for the most part, I don't really care. Not everyone's going to like us. We understand that. But when they're constantly picking on our accent, it's like, really? You got nothing else to say? Like, we literally have Brits in the name. Don't watch us if you don't like the accent.
But let's go into a bit more detail here, because we understand that we have an accent, and we know that we say things funny, and people like it, and people make fun of us. That's cool. Like, we make fun of ourselves. The problem is we get comments that are very, very hostile about it. And it's not a joke, it's not fun, we can handle all of that, but when people, there's 2 things. One, about our accent, and we typically delete the comments because they're just absolutely irrelevant and they're pretty nasty. The other one is that people try and wind me up by writing some sort of comment about Natalie.
Yeah, that's happened. Again, we're just like, just let it go.
Like, at the beginning, like when you only had a few comments and 1 in 100 is something really nasty, it's not very nice. The other thing is you can't engage with these people. I'm sure everyone watching right now are lovely people and we love the comments and everything, but there is always one troll just does it just to stir you up, and it's not worth our time. We should just delete it and move on. It's not even worth. We used to get a little bit worked up about it, but now it's just like, we don't. We don't really.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
So what's your number 2?
My number 2 is probably burnout.
Yeah, I think that's something people don't really realise, is how long each video takes to edit. Like, people are always surprised, and even you said to me years ago, it's an hour for every minute of the video in editing. And I was like, nah, no, it's not. But it's true. And when you're working a full-time job as well, like that's a lot of work. Like you literally don't leave the screen some days for like 20 hours.
Yeah, and this is why we changed our video release to Sundays at noon instead of Saturdays at noon, because I would be up all of Friday night editing videos.
Yes.
And we streamlined it now. We're a few years in and we know what to video, we know what what the video is going to be about.
Yeah.
But it can still get tough. There's still a lot of time. You have to do sound and you have to make sure it looks nice, and you have to do overlays and make it fancy, and you don't really have to do all of that stuff, but it does take a while. And even though we love it, doing a full-time job, trying to fit this in, it can become pretty tough, especially if you're working full-time, traveling, videoing, and then editing. But can I take that on to the third point?
Okay.
Because it's related. Financially,
yeah,
a YouTube channel is not good.
No, don't think you're going to make billions out of this.
Like, unless you're a KYD, a Grateful Glamper, Changing Lanes, all the big channels, you need over 100,000 subscribers to even think about making this a decent income.
Yeah, we're not going to lie. At one point we were a little bit like, oh, if we get the channel like really big and get like 10,000 subscribers, you won't have to work, Lawrence. Not true, not true. And I wish we'd been warned a little bit more about that at the beginning. Not that it would have made any difference really, but now we're fully invested, so we're just going to carry on.
We are, and we enjoy it, but I think it's important here. So I can tell you now, our YouTube channel does not pay for the equipment that we use, never mind our time.
Oh,
and
true.
I think after like the first year I calculated it, I think we were earning something like 43 cents an hour. That's what it worked out as. Not including, that's just if you do our time.
Yeah.
So anyway, financially it is not good. Even at where we are at now, it's not. The only things that help with that is things like when you click on the affiliate links,
Amazon,
or like anything Amazon. We have our Amazon store. If you buy it off there, we get a few cents per item. Now that adds up.
Yes.
It's not a lot. It may work out at $25 a month. It helps with everything. Our website hosting costs us $25 a month. If we did live, StreamYards cost $25 a month for that, and we don't do enough lives. So there's hidden costs of all of this. So I guess my point here is that not only do we spend a lot of time doing this, but the financial return is nothing. We do get free stuff. That kind of helps. It's a little bit of a perk. But we just had to buy a new GoPro because the other one broke. That was $400. That's more than we earn a month from our YouTube. So financially, unless you really enjoy it, financially YouTube is not a good option. No.
And that just leads me on to our last one really, that it's extremely time consuming. And this isn't just doing the weekly videos for the long form content. I spend most of the time on TikToks, Reels, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. I have to, and it's not a huge problem, of course it isn't. I love doing it, and I love doing the short form stuff, but I have to, there's certain algorithms you have to meet, so I have to release 2 a day or 5 a day TikToks at the moment, which is just impossible when you don't have that much content. So that's probably my only downside as well. I mean, some people
that's where it gets addictive, and we go back to the point where it gets addictive on the metrics, and we kind of enjoy doing that, but it's weird, guys. For those of you who are not YouTubers, like YouTube controls everything you do, and if they say we want you to do shorts,
we have to do shorts.
You have to do shorts, or they won't push your content to other people.
Yes.
And so again, that goes back to financially, we need more people to watch in order to support what we're doing here. And so really we just want this to pay for itself, which means growing the channel, which means we have to do shorts or they're not going to push our content. We're slaves to the algorithm. I heard that a few years ago, and you become slaves to the algorithm.
You do. It's really hard sometimes just to go, just doing it for fun, just doing it for fun.
Yeah, it is. All right, we're just rambling now.
Okay.
I am planning to do a whole video on this, on should I start a YouTube channel at some point.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, please comment below. We will do that. I know a lot of people think about it. We talk to a lot of people about it, and we just want to set the right expectations. Ultimately, the point of that is going to be, if you don't enjoy creating content, editing, buying gadgets, it's not worth it. You're not going to make a living out of this unless your name's Mark or Trish or Chad or Tara. Or switch it up, Todd and Sheila. Anyway, all right, well, we thank you for watching. Again, this is a collaboration. I'm really interested in everyone else. We have people,
the bigger channels,
we have the bigger channels and the tiny channels. So, and it's really cool. We all kind of love it. So I think everyone really enjoys it, which is why this is going to be interesting. But don't forget to go and check them out. I'm going to put a playlist up here somewhere, so you can find all of their videos in that playlist. If you like this, hit the thanks, hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. If you would really like to support us and become a Braziere and support a couple of tits, you can hit the join button. Thank you to everyone who already has. We very much appreciate you. It helps support the channel like we just talked about. That's it. We will see you next collaboration, and we'll see you on Sunday for one of our regular videos.